I didn't sign up for this.
Too late, man. We're very far into the series. And we're not even halfway.
This is a series? Why is she just staring at a wall? Did Miss You put her in timeout?
Yeah. Okay. What are you doing here?
Oh, hello, mister. I'm still investigating.
The object you were looking for is already...
Don't tell her.
Okay. Don't mind him. Please continue with your investigation.
Okay, you got it. Fuck you, dude.
Take the bat. Haven't we already found what you were looking for? It means I can keep her in the dark just a little longer. Any little task will do. Yeah? You're more sympathetic than I thought.
So can we get behind the... Yeah! Yeah, it's gonna be an actual case! Yeah. Welcome back! Yeah. I've been waiting for you, Edgeworth.
I've also been waiting for the moment in which we can finally lay this case to rest.
The moment in which we can finally lay this case to rest. Wasn't that when we placed Detective Gumshoe under arrest? I think we more than solved this case already. Don't you?
We'll see. It all depends on whether or not your logic holds.
Oh, I see. We even have a viewer in the gallery. And why? Even Mr. Bad is here.
A viewer in the gallery? I'm hardly just a bystander. I have a duty. See this case through to the end. No matter how it turns out.
Don't forget me sitting up here in the stands.
I told you to get out!
It's the videotape!
It was her all along.
Oh, is that right? Anyway, I thought you might like to hear what I've slaved away to find out. Taken statements on every single person's movements during the time when our suspect was in the hallway. I also confirmed that there's no possible route to escape from lobby number 2. Therefore, the killer must, without a doubt, be Detective Gumshoe.
And that's all you have?
Yeah, that's all there is to my conclusion. In this case.
Sorry, but I beg to give. Fine.
I beg to give her.
Yeah. Give me a water.
I beg to gaffer? That's not true.
I beg to. That's what Christian Bale did. I beg you to leave the set and never come back.
That's what Samwise killed that orc for.
Yeah. For a gaffer.
He does. That's what he says when he stabs one of the orcs. That's for my great gaffer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Eustace.
That's Gaffer Eustace, everybody.
Yeah, love that guy, man.
Just dead in a wheelchair. Yeah, take a bow, you Gaffer. Oh, right.
It did take us a long time to make these movies.
He's just sleeping.
Yeah.
He's sleeping.
Sorry, but I beg to differ. In a trial, there's always time for a rebuttal, and we are standing in the court of law. It'd be more than appropriate to follow the rules of court.
The rules?
In this case, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely, like a rookie to think such a thing. But alright, I'll play along. Give you a proper testimony.
My logic is correct, and I've already won. All I have to do now is prove it, by showing who the real killer is.
Oh. It's you! Everyone's saying the suspect has an alibi for when the gun went off. Furthermore, the areas around the crime scene have all been thoroughly investigated, right? I also confirmed that there is no possible escape route from lobby number 2. Which leaves us with one unshakable conclusion: that Detective Gumshoe is the killer. Now that you have your testimony, I expect a good rebuttal, Edgeworth.
But of course.
But of course.
There is no need to confront her logic head on right now. I should instead focus on drawing out any trump cards she has up her sleeve.
Oui, I am the French.
She has the French on her side. Everyone says the suspect has an alibi for when the gun went off.
No, that you gotta read it in that voice.
That's it. The suspect? I believe, but I thought that Detective Gumshoe's alibi has already been proven.
Gonna lose fan. They're making fun of you. They're making fun of her now. They can't do that. Are you joking, Edgeworth?
I assure you, this is no joke.
Look, I know you heard from the judge earlier. The detective was in the hallway with Mr. Faraday's daughter, eating a Swiss roll.
Yes, that is correct.
But see, that was 20 minutes before the real gunshot went off, right? And the problem is, there's no one else who can corroborate what he did since the snacking.
The snacking.
The snacking.
I see she's done her research well. Which means that I should focus on drawing out whatever trump card she has withholding.
I see you know your judo quite well.
I know. Furthermore, the areas around the crime scene have been all thoroughly investigated, right?
Is it a crime to have a succulent Swiss roll?
Whether they have been thoroughly investigated or not is for me to decide.
Get your hand off my badge! Did you see that officer put his hand on my badge?
See that officer put his hand on my evidence?
The scratched eyebrows, the lines on the forehead are back. Anyway, even if you believe it hasn't been exhaustive, Jesus, the crime scene lobby number 2. There's no way out other than the hallway Detective Gumshoe was standing in. And because he claimed to be there, that makes him the only possible suspect.
But isn't it also possible that someone escaped through a window and into the garden?
Well, now you know that's silly, Edgeworth. Why would you say that? You know that's silly.
I'm trying to find out if she has a trump card.
Ah! Silly. That's the first place everyone looks, silly. The police aren't a bunch of lazy bums. They looked into every possibility, you know. Isn't that right, Mr. Bad?
Yeah.
Get your hand off my evidence.
Yeah. Wasn't it? Get your hands off my lollipop.
Is it a crime to have a succulent lollipop?
It wasn't a scrap of evidence to suggest someone used one of the windows. There also weren't any footprints or anything in the courtyard garden.
I see you know you're lawyering quite well.
Yeah. I suppose they really did check everything that could be relevant to the case. I also confirmed that there was no possible escape route from lobby number 2.
Hold it!
Are you absolutely positive that there are no possible routes of escape?
Of course I'm sure.
And why are you so certain?
This is a courthouse, the place where criminals are brought to be judged. If there was an escape route, I'm sure every criminal would be using it to escape. It's just common sense.
Man, that's right! I suggest you use a bit more of it in the future! Which leaves us with one unshakable conclusion, that Detective Gumshoe is the killer.
Do it again, straight.
Yeah. You may think it's unshakable, but to me, there are still too many unanswered questions. For example, who was it that placed a gun in Mr. Faraday's hand?
But you're the only one still wondering that. Detective Gumshoe probably had no idea which hand Mr. Faraday used to write with. Even if you know someone, doesn't mean you'll know which hand they write with, right? No, that's later lawyer. Not a now lawyer.
That certain attorney, which I don't even know if he's an attorney yet.
That certain possible attorney.
Why would he be an attorney? For my sake? Certainly not.
I mean, I certainly don't care about that sort of thing. Stop it, computer. Bad.
I unplugged the controller, oops. I'm not about to let her get a rise out of me with such a flippant statement.
I figured if I degraded the computer, it would lag less when you unplug your controller on accident.
I suppose we really reached the end now. I already have my trump card ready. All that remains is to play it. But before I do, I think I should inquire into a little something about her argument. You said earlier that you confirmed the alibis of every person other than the suspect. However, I don't recall either Francisco or myself speaking with you about the subject.
But there were witnesses. For you, there is your mentor who gave you an alibi.
I see.
As for the little Missy, she came to the courthouse during the recess. And was stopped by a security guard at the door to the hallway. He gave him quite a whipping for that. Or so I heard.
I'm the daughter of Manfred von Karma! And I would not be forcibly stopped by a guard or a bailiff or anyone else!
A cat!
A cat! Ah!
That's who Francisca's terrified. I won't be stopped by a bailiff, a cat!
Wait, so basically the only reason Francisca bothered to show up today was because she found out that I was to be the replacement prosecutor. By the way, Miss Hugh, what about everyone's alibis before Detective Gumshoe was assigned to guard duty?
What about him?
Have you looked into what people were doing during the span of time? That span of time?
What kind of idiot do you take me for? Doesn't matter when the killer went into lobby number 2. From the time we heard the gunshot to the time Mr. Bad and I arrived on the scene as we dashed from lobby number 1. The only person who could have committed the crime was Detective Gumshoe.
Yes. Let's talk about when you and Detective Bad heard that gunshot, shall we? I suppose that if we go by your logic, then Detective Gumshoe is the only one. However, what if the crime had occurred at an entirely different time than when that gunshot you heard went off? What then? That gunshot was a trap meant to manipulate our perception of when the crime took place.
Sadly, your explanation is very lacking, Edgeworth. The gunshot we heard in lobby number 1. Care to explain how that could have been fabricated? I don't know, fucking videotape that we got here, right here. That tape. Stop putting your makeup on.
Yes, it's exactly what you think it is. This is the surveillance tape of Mr. Well this prosecution presented in today's trial.
This is us on our wedding night.
I don't remember that. This was found loaded in the video player in lobby number 2.
The day after you drugged me.
That was connected to the large television that had its volume turned all the way up.
You can't honestly mean that the sound we heard was a gunshot in the video.
Huh, but I do. Which leads me to my next point. The murders occurred much earlier than when anyone heard the gunshot.
The murderers?
Huh?
There's more than one.
Oh, it is Gumshoe.
I like how bad Steve's switching sides now. Yeah.
And he like Dukes of Hazzard goes over the the benches.
If he doesn't agree with what you just said, he goes over the bench and goes to the other side.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Hold on a sec. That's the only thing I can think of too. After committing double homicide, the killer took the surveillance video out from Mr. Faraday's evidence bag, turned the television volume all the way up, and left the video to play. It played from the beginning. It would take 30 minutes for the gunshot sound to come on. And since we now know that this method of time manipulation is possible, it opens up the possibility that the killer is someone other than Detective Gumshoe.
Sound from a television doesn't amount to much here. But of course, Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth and little Miss Von Karma already knew that much from the very beginning, right?
Of course we knew! Did it read Miles? Yes, of course. We know about the soundproof quality of this courthouse's rooms. Of course, I'm about to admit that we had no idea until only a little while ago.
That's right. And if the rooms are soundproof, then we should not have been able to hear it. And yet we heard the gunshot clear as day.
And?
And? That's it! End of story!
But it's not. How should I explain why she was able to hear a gunshot from a soundproof room?
What, an open window?
There was a hole in the wall!
Hey, we don't talk about that hole in the wall. You shut your mouth!
Actually, I do wonder what would have been. There was a hole in the wall! Miles, I don't think that such a hole exists, because if it did, then the two of them would have noticed the crime going on the next door! That's exactly right. Besides, if there was a hole to be found, it's probably in your logic. I was just thinking the exact same thing. Which side are you on, Francisca? I think it's
Boring. No.
There is actually one common point between lobby number 1 and lobby number 2, and it is that despite the fact that both rooms have air conditioners installed, a window is open in each. Now, we know that the window in lobby number 2 was opened by the killer. However, a window in lobby number 1 was also open.
Objection!
It's probably just coincidence that they were both open at the time.
Objection!
It was no mere coincidence, I assure you. Why was the window open in lobby number 1? Answer to that is a certain person did something. Phoenix, a certain attorney did something to cause the window to be opened.
Objection!
And the person who triggered that action, that person is the real guilty party.
Yeah.
The real killer in this double murder is...
Yeah, it's you! It's you, baby! You!
Miss Callisto, you! I hereby formally indict you of the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Well. That?
You indict me? Me?
Are you serious, Miles? Why do you think that she is the killer? I don't understand her motive just yet.
I don't know motive, but
But
everything is fucking pointing to her.
But of course I'm serious. And don't call me Shirley. Because she is the only one who could have done it. Well, Miss Q,
Shirley could have done it.
do you still feel like laughing now?
From Community?
Yeah. Hmm?
Ha. Of course I do, Edgeworth.
The argument must not be tight enough yet. But
I like it tighter. Although I've never thought things would spiral into this.
where's that music coming from? Detective! I just composed your theme song!
Gumshoe up there playing like saxophone.
Yeah.
There's Phoenix next to him playing drums.
So you're right. I haven't seen you since elementary.
Oh shit, who else was in there, little friend? Butts.
Larry.
Larry's up there playing some instrument.
Larry.
Larry's got like a triangle.
I've not seen you since elementary school.
They're cheering Edgeworth on. Although I never thought things would spiral into this. But I'll have you know I'm enjoying this dance. Quite a bit. I guess this means it's time for my own rebuttal now, right?
The bottle.
You argue that the window was open, however, do you have proof it was I who did this? Furthermore, do you have proof that the tape was used in committing the crime? Frankly, I'm shocked at you for going around accusing people of murder like this. Especially with logic as full of holes as yours.
This is where it really starts. I mustn't let my guard down for even a second. The truth will blow a lot away. Now is the time to put the patented Von Kommer perfect proof to the test.
We got too much caffeine going through us. We're getting really tongue-tied.
Well, yeah. That's why I need water. You argued that the window was opened. However, do you have proof it was I who did that?
I can't help it. It's good music.
Evidence? All I need to do is have some prints analyzed and we know straight away.
Cat. Big stretch. Oh, making some wood dough. Be my guest.
She sounds as though she has the room to maneuver. Which means, if we were able to lift prints, at least show that it was someone else, but... why that someone else was forced to open a window? That's simple logic. Why don't I try presenting that piece of evidence? I've nothing to lose.
What's wrong? Scratched eyebrows, lines on your forehead, they're all bad. More importantly, are you going to be okay not running a fingerprint analysis?
Yes, I'll be fine.
Oh, well in that case, I'll just continue with my testimony, alright? So I'm gonna take it, we need to break that one up with like perfume.
Give me a second. Furthermore, you have proof that the tape
that was just
used
100% for that. I don't know if it needs to go in that statement.
Oh yeah, that's it. It is that, yes.
I know it's the perfume because that's the whole reason of the spilled perfume.
The opening
was to give a reason for somebody to go, God, open a window! Yeah.
I thought I just proved that it was.
Sure, you proved that the tape was there at the scene of the crime. However, that doesn't prove that it was actually used in said crime.
Unfortunately for you, Miss Q, the fact that the tape was there at the crime scene is in itself very important.
Oh, so?
By the very existence of that tape at the crime scene, it proves the possibility that the win of the crime could have been fabricated. And that possibility alone renders all alibis and witness reports irrelevant. Basically, it means that we will need to re-examine every person's movements again. Whether the tape was used in the crime or not, we can re-evaluate afterwards.
So in conclusion, you're admitting that you can't prove that it was at this point.
Frankly, I'm shocked at you for going around accusing people of murder like this. Even if you're shocked, that is of no concern to me. I do things my own way.
All right, Frank Sinatra.
I see you're not laughing for a change.
Because I'm shocked.
Again, you being shocked is of no concern to me. Now let's continue with the testimony.
All right. But let me just say one thing. You
You
shouldn't go around accusing people.
Especially with a logic as full as holes as yours.
I'm gonna press this even though it makes no sense to press.
Full of holes? But I suppose it might be.
It's just a statement. Everything else is kind of a question. Oh, admitting to your faults now, are we?
At this point in time, is what I meant to say.
Should I take that to mean that you're just a sore loser?
No matter how full of holes my logic may be right now, if I plug them one at a time, I will ultimately make my way to the truth.
Yeah. What he said. I'm gonna sneeze. What a paradox.
I
Take
make
care to
the
not
truth.
fall into one of those holes before you fill it up.
As you remember, don't you? But the window in lobby number 1 was open? Yes, of course I do.
I was just pressing everything for fun.
And that's how I attacked.
Francisca.
I'll present the reason why the window had to be opened.
I'll throw this perfume bottle at her head.
Yes.
Take this!
Eyes in my eyes! I'm sure you've seen this before, haven't you, Miss Hugh?
Edgeworth, I never knew you were into wearing that kind of perfume. That's exactly what I'd recommend for boys, you know.
This isn't mine! That's right. It's mine. And I received it from Detective Bad, you see. Miss Hugh, you can pretend all you like, but we know at least this much is for sure. That you are the one who gave this bottle of perfume to Detective Bad.
And that you're super easy to rile up. So, what about the perfume?
While you were in lobby number 1, you made a big show of spilling some of this perfume. That's according to Detective Bad.
Yeah, she stood there and went, oh no! And then she just poured it out.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it.
No.
Oh, I know.
You also knew that if you spilt it, you would naturally move to open a window.
Come now. I've already told you that's all just a big coincidence. After we opened the window in lobby number 1, I just left it open, you know. So maybe it was just dumb luck that we heard the gunshot through the window. Both windows were open though.
The timing of when you were going to spill the perfume is something you could control. And the most important fact about this case is when people were made to hear the shot. Furthermore, it would have been pointless if you didn't have an alibi for yourself at the time. You mean... Miss Hugh, you were the one who called Detective Bad into lobby number 1 when you saw him breathe Detective Gumshoe into the hallway. Is that correct? All of today's premeditated events could only have been thought up by you, Miss Hugh.
You accuse me of murder on the fact that I spilled a little perfume. Well, allow me to say this much. I couldn't have killed Mr. Faraday.
Would you care to testify as to why?
Look, I've had a lot of fun today, really. But I grow weary of this game of cat and mouse. Let's make this the last testimony and wrap up this absurd case once and for all. I'm a woman trapped in a man's body. and you're a man in a woman's world. How do you feel?
Oh shit. I guess we call it a day. That's it. I can't refute that.
Accusing someone of murder over a spilled bottle of perfume is a bit over the top. But I suppose forgery of evidence is to be expected of a disciple of Von Karma. In any case, it simply could not have been me who killed Mr. Faraday. After all, I don't even know where the knife that was used to kill him came from.
Niles, your testimony is flawless. Yes, no matter what sort of trick she may try to pull, she won't escape me. And if I'm lacking in information, I'll just draw it out of her. With art.
With lovemaking.
Accusing someone of murder over a spilled bottle of perfume is a bit over the top.
I'll look at her and be like, you ever been with a 17-year-old?
I think I already explained. Am I 17? No, I'm 20. I'm 20.
Ever been with a 20-year-old?
I think I already explained the significance of that earlier.
Who looks like he's 30? You only confirmed that I did spill some perfume. But that's all. That you would accuse me of murder based on a simple spill? Don't you dare complain when I sue you for defamation of character.
Do as you like. But as for me, I believe.
You believe?
I believe that you are the true culprit in this case.
My, you're enthusiastic. Of course I should have guessed.
But I suppose forgery of evidence is to be expected of a disciple of Von Karma.
Yeah, he forges. What about it?
I formally request that you desist in your attack against my mentor. Yes, I will sue you for defamation.
All I'm doing is telling the truth. Or maybe more like spreading gossip. Edgeworth, I see how it started. But we'd already seen how it started a long time ago. Although your adamant denials are, shall we say, just adding fuel to the fire.
How dare you say such a thing? Calm down, little girl. Don't let her get to you.
Why did you have to ruin my fun? Well, shall I continue?
In any case, it simply could not have been me who killed Mr. Faraday. And why exactly could you not have killed him?
I was just about to testify to that. You're such an impatient man. I'm not really into that, you know, Edgeworth.
Your preferences have no bearing on what is at hand.
Long and slow. Feeling a little uncomfortable, are we?
Objection!
I like him to look at pencils as
It's
well.
you would desist in this tomfoolery and return your testimony. And Niles, if you're going to lose your cool, then I won't show you any mercy. Sorry. Miss Yu, please continue with your testimony.
Sure. As I was saying, I couldn't have possibly killed Mr. Faraday.
After all, I don't even know where the knife that was used to kill him came from.
Hold it!
At this rate, she will inevitably escape. But if she really was the one who killed Mr. Faraday, then she must have known about the existence of the knife. I'm sorry, Miss Yu. Maybe you weren't aware. However, the knife that was used to kill Mr. Faraday was taken from his evidence bag. Miles, what do you think you're doing? I'm drawing the truth out of her. That's what I'm doing.
Huh? But I don't recall a knife being presented at the trial earlier today.
Well, I suppose that's because the evidence was something Mr. Faraday had yet to use.
So that's what you're trying to do. Look, why don't you cut it out with the lies? I've already figured you out. There was no knife inside Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. The only evidence he had yet to present was the key the Yatagarasu had sent. Unless a key can magically turn into a knife. You really don't have the leg to stand on it. Did you really think you could trap me? Come now. Be honest.
I never intended to do such a thing. It was all a misunderstanding on my part. In any case, I wonder if you might append what you just said to your testimony.
Sure, why not? I'll even say it as many times as you'd like. Let's see how true that is. Go back and forth between statements. See if she'll keep saying it.
She's saying it a lot!
Oh my god! There was a key in his evidence bag, but you can't kill anyone with a simple key.
Hold it.
Haha! Nobody else knew it was a fucking key.
Miss Yu, I would just like to confirm something with you one more time.
Oh, what's going to happen to Detective Gumshoe after this?
I don't need to ask you about that. Because he isn't the killer!
Looks like the number of wrinkles on your forehead have increased yet again.
That issue aside, Miss Yu, I'd like to ask you about what was inside the bag. You are sure it was the Yatagara's key, correct?
Yes, I'm sure. Which is why I'm completely baffled as to where that knife could have come from.
I think we've just spotted the road to a perfect victory. Finally, it would appear that you have revealed your true identity, Miss Yu. Niles, with final statement. Yes, I know. All I have to do now is present the evidence. What is this? Ominous feeling that I can't shake.
That's just an expose.
Oh my god. I ain't the fucking Yatagarasu, alright?
Just an expose. So are you part of the Amino gang?
Yeah. Hey!
Just an expose.
We're a family!
Just an expose. Just an expose.
Miss Yu, I wonder if you might take a look at this photo for me. This is a picture of the key the Yatagarasu sent to the police. However, while it may look like a key at first glance, it in fact has the secret ability to transform into a knife. Which means that what was inside Mr. Faraday's bag was both the Yatagara's key and the murderous knife! You knew that the key was inside Mr. Faraday's bag, did you not?
Yes.
Well, with the Yatagara's key alone, it's more than possible to kill Mr. Faraday. Do you understand now? Just knowing of the existence of the Yatagara's key.
Grunk! Tim Tebow! I still haven't had a good look at it. Showing it to me from that far away, you could be lying for all I know.
Well, I could come closer. You would, even now, still feign ignorance.
I'm not feigning anything! But we can't have you accusing me of a crime with false evidence now, can we? I mean, Mr. Von Karma. I've heard some very interesting rumors about him.
Are you mocking my papa? Don't you dare sully the good name of my mentor! Now take a good look! This piece of evidence is more than real.
This finger
My finger.
is going in my mouth in that ear. That's right.
That's the sound of a wet willy.
a wet willy. Then I'm gonna tug on your earrings. I won't pull them out. I'll end up getting my jacket caught on one of them and feel bad about what happens.
I'll be placing some coins in each of your scales.
See if your head tilts
Yes.
with the coins.
Because your justice is skewed.
How much weight did you put in here? 10 gold pieces.
Yes. What in copper?
Wow. Who knew there was such a trick to this thing?
Are you satisfied now? And of course, you knew from the very beginning, didn't you? You knew that the knife and the Yatagara's key are one and the same. Otherwise, someone like you, who isn't a member of law enforcement and who would never have been privy to this trick, would have never known about it to begin with. Furthermore, there's something that the Yatagara's sent to the police. How did you have knowledge as to what it was?
Actually, I heard it from Mr. Faraday. Just before he dragged Mr. Rell off, he told me. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. He also told me about the key turning into a knife at that time. But he didn't tell me about how the key actually transforms.
Objection!
What you are saying is simply not possible.
Oh, and why not?
Because Mr. Faraday himself didn't know about the hidden knife within the key. For within these pages he mentions nothing about a knife.
Objection!
I'm not sure he would have written everything he organized. And
Oh, wait.
I'm not sure he would have written everything in his organizer, you know? Wouldn't something of this importance be better left to oral communication?
Objection!
Ah, so kiss and tell, eh?
Unfortunately, that is also impossible. Because Detective Bad didn't know about the knife aspect either. It would have been highly classified information even within the police force. And it's something that even the lead detective on the case didn't know. Why would Mr. Faraday have felt the need to share such information with the opposition?
Yeah, I guess he wouldn't have much reason to. Looks like I gave a pretty lame excuse, huh?
How can you laugh at a time like this? She probably just realized the flaw in her logic and is actually in a panic over it. But that's not something we need to concern ourselves with. I suppose you're right. Yes. Miss Hugh, I'd like to state that I also know how you know the real nature of this knife.
Do you now? Well, why don't you put your money where your mouth is and show me, big boy?
Oh, I will. And I'll wipe that smile off your face by the time we're through. This is it. The moment of truth. The secret behind the Yatagarazu's key. Only one person would have knowledge of it from the get-go. Who would know from the start that Yatagarazu's key could change into a knife?
The Yatagarazu!
There was only one person who would have known about the dual nature of the key.
That's why her name is you.
Because you are the Yatagarazu?
And that is...
And that is the person who sent the Yatagarazu key to the police. That is to say, the Yatagarazu herself! Are you saying that this lawyer is the great thief Yatagarazu? Miss Hugh, you used Mr. Well to lure Mr. Faraday into a trap, didn't you? You, who professed to bear a grudge against criminals. Why? Why do something like this?
Who would have thought that you, a stupid rookie prosecutor, would see through me? You're sending the biggest chill down my spine right now, Edgeworth. This feeling of thrill is even greater than when I sneak into some place.
You killed Faraday. Why? Answer me! Callisto, you!
Callisto Yu, huh? That is not my real name. Because my real identity is... yes, the great thief, Yatagarazu. How's that for a voice change? Let me tell you something, Edgeworth. Mr. Faraday is one difficult man to deal with. For you see, he had discovered my true identity, which is why I had to erase him from the world of law. I made Rel an offer, an acquittal, a little favor in return. All he had to do was accuse Mr. Faraday of being the Yatagarazu in court. But once we entered the recess, Rel was dragged off by Mr. Faraday, which threw my plan into a complete mess. I chased after them and eavesdropped on them through a crack in the door. That Rel caves to only two things: money and authority, just as all thugs do. Feared my plan was going to be ruined if Mr. Faraday held on to Rel any longer. Plus, if I had let them continue on the way I would have been found out. That's why I had no choice. I had to kill them both.
But didn't you say that you despise criminals?
But do I really?
Have you forgotten about the KG8 incident too?
Maybe.
That sort of a vermin would. So then, was it your plan to kill Mr. Faraday with the very evidence that you sent?
Well, I had a good idea of what Mr. Faraday was going to do. I anticipated that Mr. Faraday was going to prove that Rel wasn't the Yatagarasu by using this Yatagarasu's key as evidence, and that he would bring it with him. Which is why I thought to use the knife portion, with a weapon as well disguised as this. No one would ever be the wiser. Because who in their right mind would think something like this could be a weapon? I casually entered lobby number 2, on the pretext that I had to walk with Mr. Faraday.
Walk?
Had to talk.
Talk the walk.
And in order
Walk the
to
talk.
get in with him, I pretended to be worried about something. He then let me hold the Yatagarasu's key, just like that. He never noticed that I had changed the key into a knife inside that plastic bag. I didn't have the chance to take note of the knife that took his life.
How could you kill him?
I knew him for a long time, you know. At the very least, I thought to give him a quick and painless death.
But if you killed Mr. Faraday first, there was no need for you to kill Mr. Rel as well.
I believe I mentioned why we were placing Detective Gumshoe under arrest. Something about having accidentally created an eyewitness. And how that led the killer to think about setting them up as they killed each other.
And the trick with the surveillance tape.
Yes, I hadn't actually planned to use a gun. The risk was too high that I'd be caught. However, that's when I remembered the existence of the surveillance tape, which is why I had Rel help me set up the crime scene. And after all was said and done, I rewarded him for all his hard work with a bullet.
You're a defense attorney, aren't you? How could you? How could you betray a client?
Client? If you want to talk about who was a client of whose first, it was me. I was the client in the murder of the Cardopian Embassy staff member, Dead Man.
You ordered a hit job?
You still haven't figured it out, Mr. Bad. I had Deadman killed because he was about to give away info about the smuggling ring. Now who exactly do you think would benefit from such an assassination?
It can't be. You're...
The Yatagarasu, yes, we've been over this. That's right. I'm a member of the smuggling ring.
What? How could this... You don't mean... You're working with Manny Couchin too, do you?
Maybe, maybe not. Guess you'll never know.
The Yatagarasu claims to be noble, but you're just another cold-blooded murderer.
That's right, little girl. The Yatagarasu is just another killer.
Be quiet, you. Yatagarasu, you can run from the law, but you'll never escape it. So just humbly accept the judgment of this court.
Hey, Edgeworth. Did you know the Yatagarasu has 3 legs? Do you know why that is?
Hmm?
No? Well, let me tell you. It means that the Yatagratsu has more than one razor-sharp way to do her work. 2 bullets? You're gonna need more than 2 bullets to take us down. You really are too naive, Edgeworth. You even handled the Yatagratsu's key you even handed. Yeah, handed. Right to me without a second thought. Everything may not have gone according to plan, but I still gladly take cat!
You mean the key was your real target?
And even after I gave you such great advice, didn't I tell you to always keep a good eye on a criminal? Or you may regret what comes of your negligence.
You two, get down! My body, I can't move.
Hey, mister! To your right!
You!
Kay just does like a flying kick right into her.
Are you alright, Francisco? I'm perfectly fine, Miles. Her voice is shaking, but it looks like she's unharmed. Where did Kay go? That's a gunshot.
My leg!
Ah! I have been shot again!
Not again!
No! Miles! This is probably your fault again!
Not that it was the first time!
Actually!
I mean, this is the first time I've been shot! Oh no!
Sorry. But it looks like she got away. I called the precinct. They should have a perimeter set up soon. Detective Bad, are you alright? Had a gunshot. I'm okay. Just got another hole in my jacket. They may say it's fine, but he looks quite shaken. More importantly, boy. I mean, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Von Karma.
Blood starts to pool out just like at the corner of his mouth.
Are you too hurt? I'm absolutely fine.
Hit it, Gumshoe.
I'm also... yeah.
Thanks.
I'm also alright. Thanks to Kay.
This is bad theme.
Yeah. Speaking of Kay, where is she? I don't know. She sort of disappeared. I'll go look for her. Oh, and hey, Detective Gumshoe.
Yes, sir. Detective Bad, sir. Got a bullet hole in your shoulder.
I'm sorry, I doubted you.
Oh, man! Don't worry, sir. It's not your fault. Well, I lied to you guys too, after all.
I heard about what happened. From Kay. I wrote, giving testimony is still unforgivable.
But the situation in which you lied is okay.
But in this case, you were protecting Kay and your feelings. Looks like you just might have what it takes to be a real detective. Now don't you ever lose that detective spirit, okay?
Detective Bad, I lost my detective spirit. Yeah. You got it, Pops!
Paps. Watched one too many detective dramas recently, have we?
No, that's literally his dad.
Way to single-handedly destroy the cheery atmosphere with one snarky comment. I should get back to the investigation. I swear, I'll catch you if it's the last thing I do. Be careful, Detective Bad. And take care. Thanks. Well, I'm off. Maybe we'll run into each other again someday.
Is that the running joke? Is it actually Gumshoe's dad?
No, it's not.
Thanks a bunch, pal.
Maybe he's old enough, I don't know. Bad's like in his 50s.
You're the best. You really did find out the truth behind everything.
Yes, well, I'm glad we solved everything before you were taken to prison.
I still have to take him.
Yeah.
I can't believe how much trouble I caused you with my testimony, Detective Gumshoe.
It's no problem, really. I mean, I lied too, so I didn't help anything. It's really not your fault, Your Honor.
Well, even if we didn't have his Honor's testimony, I think that lawyer would have found another way to get you convicted on her behalf.
Yeah, I can't believe I was about to get fired during my first week as a detective.
Well, so long as you're not fired, you should work hard. Give all that you have, and perform your duties well.
And I will cut your budget in half.
Oh, and one more thing. Kay left a present for you with me.
She did? Oh, what is it?
What was it that Kay left for me? The proof of the friendship.
Swiss roll!
Take that!
It's a courthouse special Swiss roll! Can I really have it?
Yes, it's a present meant for you, after all.
Thanks a bunch. It's a pop balloon. You have no idea how happy that it's perfume. How happy this makes me, pal. I'm gonna eat this right now!
Sure, you go ahead. The Swiss rolls Detective Gumshoe and Kay bought together. The other one Kay saved never reached her father. It would appear that her sentiments have touched the heart of this detective. He's so happy. It's as though he's having a welcome back celebration of his own. Well, I was asked by Kay to give it to him.
Whoop! That was good, pal. Can't believe I got to eat 2 of these delicious things in one day. It's like I'm in a Swiss roll paradise or something. Gabagool! I gotta thank Kay myself. Hey, wait, where is she?
You only noticed just now. Was mine not present when we discussed her earlier? Detective Bad left to go search for her earlier. Maybe you should go join him.
Yeah, you betcha, pal. I'm gonna go help him. Oh, but first. You know what, pal? Actually, I guess I shouldn't be so rude to you anymore, huh? I'm gonna stick right by your side from now on, Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
I sense nothing but a most troublesome relationship from that ominous statement. You should go home too, Miles. You have to hurry and report what has happened to Papa.
I've been in the crowd this whole time.
I'm always here! Agreed. Well, I'm afraid we must be going now, Detective.
He's sitting in like the judge's chair.
I'll be here soon!
Case dismissed!
Yeah.
Roger, sir. Don't you worry, I'll investigate the next case we're on real well.
I'll, be counting on you. The scent of trouble is definitely in the air. Thus, like a bad dream, my first outing at court came to a disturbing end.
I woke up the next day in bed with Gumshoe.
No, that's not what happened. It was when Terry Falls killed himself. A few months later, I was finally able to properly stand in court as a prosecutor. But the detective in charge of the investigation was, as I dreaded, Detective Gumshoe. After that, he became my direct subordinate. I've tried, but words fail to describe the immeasurable suffering he has caused me. I suppose that's just how things are.
Every time we work together, I always end up in bed with him the next day.
As for the little girl who suddenly disappeared, she's now... What happened?
How did I get her? Edgeworth!
Ah!
So, do you remember now?
Yes. I remember everything. Kay, it's been a while.
Kay, you sure grew up a lot. Of course, but thank goodness I thought you two had totally forgotten about me. You know, I was really worried about you after all that. Where have you been all this time? Gummy, I didn't know you cared. After my father died, I went to live with my mother's relatives. They lived really far away, so I wasn't really able to come back here all that much. Oh, is that what happened? Well, I'm just glad you're alright. So does it all make sense now? You betcha it does. You bitch, yeah.
You bitch.
Oh, you know what? I'm going through my father's bookshelves recently and...
Hold it!
Actually, there were still a number of things that don't make sense, Kay.
Huh?
First of all, why did you come all this way to see me? And second, why are you calling yourself the Yatagratsu? The Yatagratsu is Callisto Yu, the woman who killed your father.
No, you're wrong. The real Yatagratsu was my father. Mr. Faraday was the Yatagratsu? Like I said, I was going through my father's bookshelf recently, and I found a secret diary hidden among his books. I have no regrets in choosing to walk the path of the Yatagratsu. That was written in his diary. That's how I know for sure.
But that's impossible!
What's with that look? You don't believe me?
It wasn't just the expression on my face. I clearly said it was impossible just now.
Alright then, how do you explain this?
It's a way of disarming an insecurity system of the user's choosing.
Yep, that's Little Thief. Truth be told, this is the Yatagratsu's greatest secret. And this little gizmo was used by my father. Wow! Mr. Faraday wasn't just a great prosecutor. He was really good. He was a really great thief, huh? Yeah, my father worked really hard to steal the truth. But he was killed. And the Yatagratsu was no more. But despite that, the Yatagratsu has been spotted again recently.
Someone other than you.
Here, Mr. Edgeworth. Take a look at this article. Hey, Phoenix.
The Yatagratsu sent the embassy a calling card.
Yeah, meaning this person's a fake. I'm almost certain that Callisto Yu lady is behind this. Because the real Yatagratsu would never send something like a gaudy card out.
But the Yatagratsu did send a white card along with everything to be publicized. That's what Detective Bad told me 7 years ago, if memory serves.
Well, as soon as I heard the news, I got all wound up and I knew I couldn't just let it go. So I searched you out so that I could obtain the truth behind the Yatagratsu. Because if anyone can help me find it, I figured it's you, Mr. Edgeworth.
So you're saying that I have your father's and Miss Yu's identities backwards?
Yes, because the real Yatagratsu is noble to the end. And I want to revive the real noble Yatagratsu. If I don't, my father will never be able to rest in peace.
Okay.
Hey, you're so honorable. I don't care what anyone else thinks. I'll always be here to cheer you on, pal.
Even if you are honorable, a thief is a thief. And if you're plotting to commit a crime, then I'm afraid I can't be complicit.
Mr. Edgeworth. You guys are not making it easy for me. Who am I supposed to support now?
Mr. Edgeworth, what I want from you is not to steal something. What I want is the arrest of that evil woman.
What evil woman? You mean Callisto Yu?
I think it's too hard for me to catch her all by myself. But I thought that since you were able to expose her for who she is, then maybe... Please, Mr. Edgeworth, won't you help me?
Come to think of it, I do believe I owe you.
Huh? Owe me? For what?
When Miss Yu made her escape, it was you who saved my life. Furthermore, you helped me with the investigation today.
You saved your life, but you shot at you?
No, I'm not so rude as to leave favors unrepaid.
That you mean...
Yes. That case has been weighing down on my soul ever since that fateful day. Perhaps the time has come to settle things once and for all. If you don't intend to soil your hands in the crime, then I believe I can help you.
Mr. Edgeworth, thank you!
Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth!
Sir! Isn't this great? Isn't that great, Kitty? Yeah, it sure is, Gummy.
Even though he had completely forgotten about her until just now. Ugh. What is with their chummy relationship?
They're dating, sir.
The great thief Yatagarasu. After all that time, the true identity of the thief sank back into the darkness. Burn Faraday, Cleaster you, and Kay Faraday. The phantasmagorically changing identity of the great thief Yatagarasu. And the Yatagaratsu's real goal. It would all come to light the day after I made that promise to Kay. And then someone broke into my office. Ah!
Chapter 7.
That's the end of Turnabout Reminiscence. What do you think about it?
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I don't believe that's...
Bill Nye.
I don't think that's relevant.
Chapter 4, Science Guy.
I don't think that's relevant. But what do you think about Turnabout Reminiscence?
Bill!
No!
Good.
Good! Best case so far?
Better than 2. Wait, let me... No. Better than 1. Better than 3. You're up against 2.
I returned!
Yeah, probably. I'd probably go this one.
In a series?
I'd probably go this one, then 2, then 1, then... Well, no, 2, then 3, then 1.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Because the tutorial ones never are gonna be my favorite. They're just too boring to me.
Oh yeah, Turnabout Reminiscence is pretty good. It's just unfortunate that the only places you investigate are just a room, and a room, and then
A hallway.
and then a bench,
And then a turlet. But you don't actually get to see the turlet, you just get to see the layout of the turlet.
and then the water fountain, and then Von Karma's abs. Anyway,
that's the wrong website.
We're gonna go to the final case of the first game. Turnabout Ablaze in
The next episode.
like it was an episode of Miles Edgeworth Investigation makes like which is
It's gonna be about the bridge that Phoenix falls off of.
hold on a sec. How was it built? They took the wood from the. This is gonna be how it was made documentary. Oh, that was a little bit underwhelming. Goodbye.